we're totally gonna pretend that I didn't do this makeup look in literally 10 minutes. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you my monthly favorites, and I feel like I say this every month, but I don't feel like I have that much things to show you guys. I kind of just like to stick to the same things every month, so except for like a few newer things that are thrown in my makeup collection or that I kind of rediscover, but I kind of stay with the same thing, so I'm sorry. But yeah, let's just get right into the favorites before I keep rambling on. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is actually this Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, or cream contour kit I should say, and I spoke very briefly about this in one of my videos. I said that I didn't really like it, and this was actually in the the description bar, because I used it in one of my get ready with me's, and I wanted to kind of let you guys know how I felt about it because it was when it first came out. And yeah, I just really didn't like it, and I'll be honest with you, I still really do not like the contour shades. I think they're way too orangey, way too warm, and they're very hard to blend out, like very hard. I'm just not about that life, and honestly I'm not a huge contour and highlight person. I like to do a little bit of highlighting and then go in with a powder, slight contour, and bronzer. I don't like to go too harsh or too like bright or anything like that. So I don't know, maybe people who are more into it would like it more, but I just felt like the blendability and the tone of these contour shades were just a total miss for me. So I guess that's my fail, because I keep forgetting to say it, but it's my faves and fails, since I'm going to start bringing in some things that I don't like also in my favorites videos, because I asked you guys last time and it seemed like a good idea. So anyway, I didn't like the contour shades is what I'm trying to say, but on a good note, I love this yellow banana shade here. I use it a lot. It's very nice and yellow and bright. And yeah, there's a swatch right there. You guys will see them up close, of course. They do still have that kind of thing where it's a little bit weird blending it out, like it's a little stiff, but once you warm it up with your finger and then I blend it out with a damp beauty blender, it really works nicely. I still find it hard with the contour shades, even if I warm them up and blend them out, because they're darker, but I really have been enjoying this banana shade. I use it a lot anytime that I'm going for that highlighty kind of look, because on a regular I just use my regular concealer that's maybe a shade or two lighter than my skin tone. So yeah, I just wanted to mention it because it is a good one. I still wish I could find one that I liked a little bit more, because when I used this, when was it? 2 weeks ago, I think, when I went to a bridal shower, and this is the first time I noticed it, what I'm about to tell you, is when I went to dab my nose, because I get oily very quickly. I'm probably going to get oily in the middle of this video because I'm hot already. But yeah, I went to dab my nose and I felt like all the part where the highlight was just kind of like slid right off my face. And it's very emollient, so I think I just have to be careful with it until I kind of find something that I like even more. I did set it and everything like that with a product that I'm going to talk to you guys about next, but it still kind of moved very easily, and I was like, oh my god, thank god I had like my MAC foundation that I just touched it up and I was fine. It was the end of the party anyway, but yeah, I still like it, and I've been using it a lot, so I figured I'd mention it for you guys. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is a highlighting contour palette, because I've been using the highlight shade to set the highlight shade from the Anastasia contour and highlight palette. This is the Shade Light palette by Kat Von D that everybody's been talking about. And I bought it when it was hyped and everything like that, but I didn't really like fall in love with it until recently. And again, I still do not like the contour shades. To me, this one's way too dark. This one is, which one's the muddy one? I haven't used it in so long, I don't even know. I guess this one's the more muddy one on me. It gets muddy really fast, and then this one is just, I don't know, I really do not like the contour shades. Just not a fan of them, but I love this middle shade right here. This is Lyric. This is the yellow shade, and I have a feeling she's gonna end up selling these separate soon, because everybody seems to hit pan on this one, and it's just like, what do? You're gonna have to buy the whole entire palette all over again. And even though that's nice for her because she's getting her money, I feel like us as the customers are going to get tired of that. But I haven't hit pan on it yet, and it's also because it's so smooth and powdery that when you hit it, it's just like powder flies everywhere, and I can see how it's going to waste easily. I just really like the powder though, and I just had to mention that again, or mention that with this contour palette by Anastasia. I love it. It brightens, it sets, it's very smooth, it's not powdery, well, it's powdery, but it's not cakey. and it really just makes a nice highlight under the eyes or wherever you're trying to highlight. And there's no flashback or anything like that, because I've been trying to use, or been wanting to use, the Laura Mercier powder that I bought in the Sephora VIP sale. This is the Secret Brightening one. But every time I go to do a highlight and contour is when I'm going somewhere that is like important, or I'm gonna take pictures, and I'm so scared that I'm gonna get flashback with that one. So I have to just bite the bullet and try to use that one soon, because I have a feeling I'll like it. I'm just really scared of flashback. I had one bad experience and never again. Since we're sticking on to like the face and the, you know, contour, highlight, foundation, and all that, I just want to quickly mention my I was gonna say Kevyn Aucoin, why? I don't know. Cover FX custom cover drops, and I've been really enjoying these lately. A lot of people say they're just hype, and you know what, something like this may not work for everybody, or again, they just really might feel like it's just hype. For me personally, it does work. I really like mixing it with foundations that need a little bit more oomph, and I do like still mixing it with foundations that have a lot of coverage, but I want to thin out, which is kind of like a contradiction. But this is so liquidy that even though it's full coverage, it really does thin out the foundation. It's weird, because I'll use this with my, let me grab it really quick, try not to get out of focus here, my L'Oreal Infallible. I'll use it together to get like a really flawless look, and it will not break down or be too cakey or thick or anything like that. So that's great with this one. And then I've also been using it with my, where is it? Okay. I've also been using it with my Lasting Silk foundation by Giorgio Armani, because this one doesn't have enough coverage in my, you know, taste. It's buildable, but then it's not that it gets cakey. It doesn't hold up well on my skin type, so I have to be careful with it. So just mixing these two together really gives me a great coverage, and it still lasts long and all of that. So I like these two together. I'm not a fan of this just by itself as much. I want to love it so bad because it's Giorgio Armani and it's pretty and it's expensive and it's, you know, the silk and the hype or whatever, but I don't love it by itself. I guess that's another fail. I'm not even going in order with the fails, but I like it with this. And it's not that it's horrible, it's just that my skin is so oily in the T-zone. It's so hard to buy foundations that aren't like matte, or that have something that's going to keep me very matte long time. Even with a mattifying foundation, it does last longer with a mattifying foundation, but it's not enough for my oily ass skin. I want to talk about a lip combo that I've been rocking lately. Rocking. Sometimes I think I'm trying to say a word and then another word comes out. What I've been rocking lately, it is going to be this lip liner by MAC. It's actually both MAC products, and this is this Subculture or Stripdown? Let me see. I get them confused all the time. Okay, so Stripdown is going, oh no, Subculture is going to be your more pinky toned nude, and if I'm really going for a nude, I'll mix it with this lipstick, which I'll tell you in a minute. But my favorite lip combo right now for a nice nude is actually Stripdown lip pencil, which is a nice brownie color, which you'll see up close, with Honey Love lipstick. And this is like a nice matte nude, but it has a little bit of a brown undertone. Honestly, I think this is like the nudist I can get. I think if I ever put on Myth, I would feel like concealer was all over my lips. Like, I can't do that look. I know a lot of people can. I know my friend Nelly wears it all the time, looks gorgeous on her, but I think this is like the nudist color that I can do. So I really like how this looks though with Stripdown lip liner. Stripdown has that brown in it, and with the outline of your lips in Stripdown, and then you color it in with the like you're doing like a damn painting. Anyway, you know what I mean. Fill in your lips with Honey Love. It kind of just gives you almost an ombre, not really. They really complement each other beautifully is what I'm trying to say. So I would check those two out if you're into those kind of brownie nudes, but definitely more of a nude, and then the Stripdown just kind of brings the brown out in the nude color. And then if I want to throw a gloss on top, which I like my lighter lip colors like nudes and like a light baby pink, something like that, I like them to be a little bit glossy. So if I want to throw a gloss on top, I'll throw on this Rambutan lip gloss by Bite Beauty, and it just gives them enough little nude action in the center of the lips. So that's been my go-to lip combo for this month, and I wore it in my last Instagram post, but I feel like you can't really tell because it's just a nude. I don't know. Can't really tell, but it really looks beautiful on the lips and on my skin tone. I'm like an NC30 for reference in MAC. Okay, a couple of tools that I've been living for this month, and actually for the past couple months, I usually forget to mention tools, I mean like brushes and stuff like this. I don't know why, but I usually do, and this is nothing new at all, but I've been living for the Beauty Blender. Like, I don't know why I was neglecting it. I have two, and I don't know. I don't use it as much as I probably should. This sounds silly, but it's probably because it's such a pain in the ass to clean that I don't want to use it, because then I have to clean it. But it's such a great tool, and I've had the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and a couple of other ones, and they're all great, but I swear nothing compares to the Beauty Blender. Like, it's so, so good. This is it dry, so it's not wet and it's not full to size, but I love to use it for my concealer, to just put on underneath my concealer, and then even if I want to dip in my powder and set, it's great for that too. Even if it's wet or anything like that, it's just such a good little sponge. Such a good little invention. I'm jealous I didn't invent this. And then the other thing is this. I feel like I've spoken to you guys about this before, but I just have to mention it again because Jaclyn Hill just spoke about it. I'm like, yes girl, I know, this is the bomb. I love this too. This is the Morphe M439 buffing, I guess, brush, because it looks like it's just a big ass buffing brush. It's awesome though, because it really does buff in the foundation beautifully. I have just a quick powder foundation on right now, so I didn't use this brush today, but I'm sure you could use it if you wanted to buff in your powder foundation. You can buff out your concealer. It's big and fluffy, so it's not great for little spots like concealer and all that, but I'll still use it because I just love this brush. It's so nice and dense. It's soft. Something about it really blends out foundation beautifully, so just wanted to point this baby out. I haven't been using anything else for my foundation except this, my Beauty Blender, and then for my concealer, my Beauty Blender. So these have been my go-to babies. Alright guys, so that completes my monthly favorites. I know it wasn't that many things, so I apologize if it was a little underwhelming for you guys, and a lot of the stuff wasn't like new or anything like that, but I'm not gonna lie, just to put out a monthly favorites video, if this is what I'm liking, this is what I'm liking. And that also concludes my fails part, because I kind of said it in the middle of doing my favorites. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, not tutorial, because I always say tutorial when I'm doing these kind of videos. I'm like, it's not a tutorial, Chelsea, get it together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be back probably on Friday with another video, because I like to get my 2 videos up a week. And I think that's it. For any information, like the lip combo that I'm wearing right now or anything like that, just check the description bar, as well as like my Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Or no, I don't have Facebook. Social medias and all that. Alright guys, I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to bring you my skincare routine. It's nothing too crazy. I pretty much stick to a basic system and then throw in a couple other things here and there. You guys have been requesting this video, so I wanted to get this out for you. But again, it's nothing too crazy and it's very easy to follow. I do want to tell you guys right off the bat that this is 110% not sponsored. I just know that it can look that way because I am using a brand that I think has been sent to other YouTubers here and is also on infomercials and stuff like that, but it's just so happens to be the brand that works for me.